Good afternoon, y'all. So anyhow, what I'm gonna do here, this is your main gear drive, the one that your drag says on, your drag pads and your plates and all that stuff, and the one that your nut for your handle screws on. This one right here come from Mike's Reel Repair. They are located in Canada. They are making different stuff for ambassadors. They're customizing a lot of stuff. They've got a lot of good ideas. They have drilled this out and put a bearing in this. See how it's got a bearing in the bottom side of it? So we are going to change it, and I'm going to show y'all how I change it as quick as I can. But anyhow, they're the only ones that I know of that's doing this right now. There may be some more out there doing it, but the paws, if y'all watch my video, the paws, a ceramic paw, it's from Mike's Reel Repair too. They are the only one that's doing that. So anyhow, let's get right into it. So you just want to take your screws out for your handle. Can't see the screws. All right. This handle right here is a custom handle. It has 2 screws in it, which is good, I guess. It's aggravating when you're trying to work on it and take it apart because you got to take 2 screws out instead of 1 that's holding your nut on there. These are 10 millimeter. In case y'all was wondering what size, most of them stock are 10 millimeter. Pull that off. Take and pull your little C-clip off. Make sure you don't lose that thing. They are aggravating, and they will fly. So anyhow, once you get it pulled loose, lay it there so you can see it good. Pull your handle off. Pull your drag off, loosen it up. Then you can take your screws out. Most of these, well, not on your newer rockets, your pro rockets or whatever, but some of them still have the thumb screws, which I prefer. I like the thumb screws better. But these just have the old-fashioned straight screw. Which is fine too, I mean, but it's a little more aggravating to get loosened up and get everything out the way it's supposed to be. All right, once you got that all apart, then you want to take your other 2 screws out. It's right there, located right there on the top of this plate. The lighting in here is kind of strange or something tonight. But anyhow, once you take them 2 screws out, then you'll get to the piece that you want to get to change. All right, right here it is. You've got a little copper washer down there at the bottom. Make sure it stays on there. Just change everything over. If you can, just pull that out straight and get your new one. And just drop, that way you don't have to change one at a time, and just drop it back down in place. But sometimes it works good, sometimes it don't. All right, it fell in place. Make sure everything goes back together the way it was. And you just drop it back on there like so. Push down on it. Make sure it locks into place good. Feels good. Take your cap. Make sure you line it all back up good. Now I pushed a couple of them offset washers and this sleeve out, so you just put it right back in there. Just line it up and take your screwdriver and push it down. Make sure it goes down there flush. Now these offset washers, I don't know if that's the proper name for them, it's what I call them. They kind of got like a C shape to them. So what you want when you're putting them back in is you want it, the bend to it, the C shape to it, you want it going up on the first one. And then on the second one, you want it going down. It kind of makes like a really, really tight spring system for your drag when you tighten it up. Put your screws back in your cap. Yeah, for some reason it ain't wanting to start very well for me. Let's see what we got going on here. I always like to start them with my hands because, like I said, you don't want to cross thread any of these. So I got that one started. That one started. And you just want to tighten them all back down. Now, like I said, you don't want too much pressure on these, but at the same time, you want them good and snug. You don't want them to loosen up while you're out there fishing and lose one or come apart or something like that. So you want them good and snug, but at the same time, you don't want to overdo it because you'll strip them. All right, you got that back together. Time to put your drag back on. Line that up. Make sure you don't cross thread it. They can be a little aggravating sometimes. And you just spin that old thing on down there real good. Tighten it up. This piece right here, it's a little washer like deal that goes on here. It puts pressure against your drag, so when you loosen it and tighten it, it's got a firmness to it instead of it just sitting there spinning. So you want to make sure that it goes down to the bottom like that, and see how the bend is in it. Then you take your handle, put it back on. Your C-clamp, try to put it back on without making it go flying everywhere. Most of the time I can put these on my hand. I just put it on there and snap it in place. Put your nut back in place. Again, start everything with your fingers. That's what I do. 10 millimeter. Tighten this down pretty snug. Put this back on, line everything up. You may have to either loosen it just a hair or tighten it just a hair. One way or another. This time I'm gonna have to loosen it just a hair to get it to where my screws is lining up. Now these little things right here are hard to start with your fingers. They're short and they're kind of hard to start. Which this is aftermarket handle, so probably most of y'all won't be doing this with this. So just get it in place and start it good. Oh, we got that and started. Yeah, when they're really, really short like that and you ain't got room there because of that tap, you may have to try to start it with a screwdriver. Them right there are aggravating to start with your finger. Just make sure you got it straight as possible. And after you got everything like that back in, we'll put your cap cover back on. Pop it right in place. You can start these with your fingers, which you ain't get too much to worry about on these. The way these boats are designed, they're gonna pretty well start straight, as long as you got your cap on straight and stuff. And then tighten everything down. And again, you want them good and snug, but you don't want them too tight. You can adjust your spool out the way you need it to be. All right, let's see how free this is. Now this one's been upgraded. If you look at my other videos, I've upgraded several bearings in this. and I'm just keep upgrading it. Anything I can find to upgrade it, I'm gonna upgrade it. So it's pretty well upgraded good, this one is. So I mean, it's, as you can see, it's extremely free. Extremely free. If any of y'all need any help or have any questions about any reels or anything, and feel free to shout out, shoot me a comment, and be sure to like and follow, and thank y'all. Y'all have a good night.